Really? A baguette? Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Stage Center Productions' video series. Since we're unable to travel during the pandemic, we decided to feature two comedies set abroad in this segment. The first is set in France. The other is set in England. We're also time traveling a little to the first half of the 20th century. Take it away, Gracie.
Our next selection is from Picasso at the Le Pénégil, written by Steve Martin. Set in a Parisian bar in 1904, the play imagines a comical encounter between Pablo Picasso and Albert Einstein, both of whom are on the verge of greatness. The play attempts to explain, in a lighthearted way, the similarity of creative process involved in great leaps of imagination in art and science. In this scene, barmaid Germaine delivers a powerful indictment of Picasso's philandering ways. Tasty. Quite tasty.
What was I? Dessert.
What do you mean?
I mean, how many meals have you had today?
Oh, why be nasty? We're not so different.
Oh, yes. We slept together. But there is a difference. Women are your world. For me, you were the thing that never happened. You and Freddie exist in separate universes. What I do in one has nothing to do with the other.
How convenient.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be nasty. I like you. It's just that I know about men like you.
Men like me. Where are there men like me?
Have a drink. You don't want me to go on?
No. Tell me about men like me.
Well, a steady woman is important to you. Because then you know for sure you have someone to go home to in case you can't find someone else. You notice every woman, don't you?
Many.
I mean every woman. Waitresses, wives, weavers, laundresses, ushers, actresses, women in wheelchairs. You notice them, don't you?
Yes.
And when you see a woman, you think, I wonder what she would be like. You could be bouncing your baby on your knee, and if a woman walked by, you would wonder what she would be like.
Go on.
You have 2 in one night when the lies work for you, and you feel like it's your right. I mean, the rules don't apply to you because the rules were made by women, and they have to be, if society is going to exist at all. You cancel one when someone better comes along. They find you funny, bohemian, irresistible. You like them young because then you can bamboozle them and they think you're great. You want them when you want them, never when they want you. And afterwards, you can't wait to leave. Or if you're unlucky enough to have her at your place, well, you can't wait for her to leave because the truth is, we don't exist afterwards. And all conversation is meaningless because it's not going to get you anywhere because it already got you there. You're unreachable. Your whole act is a camouflage. But you're lucky because you have a true talent that you are too wise to abuse. And because of that, you will always be desirable. So when you wear out one woman, there will always be another who wants a taste of it, who wants to be near someone like you. So you'll never have to earn a woman, and you'll never appreciate one.
I appreciate women. I draw them, don't I?
That's because we're so goddamn beautiful, isn't it?
Jermaine, men want. Women are wanted. That's the way it is. And that's the way it always will be.
Well, that may be true. But why be greedy? By the way, I knew you were using me. But I was using you back.
How?
Now I know what it's like to be with a painter. Tomorrow night it might be a street paver or a newsagent or maybe a bookseller. Street paver may not have much to say to a girl like me, but I can write my romantic scenarios in my head. And I can pull them down like a screen in front of me and project my fantasies onto them. It's like you. Project your fantasies onto a piece of paper.
Where does Freddie fit in? Why are you with him?
His faults I can live with. And occasionally, he says something so stunning. I'm just glad I was there. But really, what I wouldn't give for a country boy.
Noel Coward's Blythe Spirit ran for a record 1,997 performances in London's West End in 1941, and later that year, 657 performances on Broadway. It has been adapted for film, television, and radio, as well as a musical, and revived several times on stage in London and New York. A new film adaptation is slated for 2020 with Dame Judi Dench as the medium, Madame Arcati. In Blythe Spirit, novelist Charles Condamine invites an eccentric medium to his house to conduct a seance, hoping to gather material for his new book. After the seance, though, he is haunted by the ghost of his temperamental first wife, Elvira, who makes continual attempts to disrupt Charles's marriage to his second wife, Ruth, who cannot see or hear her. Here is a scene from Blythe Spirit.
Ruth!
That was the most enjoyable half hour I've ever spent.
Oh, Elvira, how could you?
Poor Ruth.
This is obviously an hallucination. Isn't it?
Well, I'm afraid I don't know the technical term for it.
What am I to do?
What Ruth suggested. Relax.
Where have you come from?
You know, it's very peculiar, but I seem to have forgotten.
Are you to be here indefinitely?
I don't know that either.
Oh, my God.
Why? Would you hate it so much if I was?
Well, you must admit it would be embarrassing.
Not really. It's just a matter of adjusting yourself. Anyway, I think it's been horrid of you to be so unwelcoming and disagreeable.
Now look here, Elvira.
I mean it. I do.
Try to see my point. I've been married to Ruth for 5 years, and you've been dead for 7.
Oh, not dead, Charles. Passed over. It's considered vulgar to say dead where I come from.
Passed over, then.
Now that I'm here, the least you can do is make a pretense of being amiable about it.
Of course, my dear. I'm delighted in one way.
I don't think you love me anymore.
I shall always love the memory of you.
You mustn't think me unreasonable, but I'm rather hurt. You called me back, and at great inconvenience I came. And you've been thoroughly churlish about it ever since I arrived.
Believe me, Elvira, I most assuredly did not send for you. There's been some mistake.
Well, somebody did, and that child said it was you. I remember. I was playing backgammon with a sweet old gentleman. I think his name was Genghis Khan. And I had just thrown double sixes, and then that child paged me, and the next thing you know, I was in this room. Maybe it was your subconscious, You
must find out whether you're going to stay or not. And we can make arrangements accordingly.
No, I don't know if I can.
Well, try to think. Isn't there someone that you know that you can get in touch with over there, on the other side, or whatever it's called, who could advise you?
Well, I can't think. It seems so far away, as though I dreamed it.
Well, you must know somebody else besides Genghis Khan.
Oh, Charles!
What is it?
I want to cry, but I don't think I'm able to.
What do you want to cry for?
Seeing you again, and you being as irascible as you used to be.
I don't mean to be irascible, Elvira.
Oh, darling, I don't mind, really. I never did.
Is it cold, being a ghost?
No. I don't think so.
What happens if I touch you?
Oh, I doubt you can. Do you want to?
Oh, Elvira.
What is it, darling?
I really do feel strange, seeing you again.
Well, that's better.
What's better?
Your voice was kinder.
Was I ever unkind to you when you were alive?
Often.
Oh, how can you? I'm sure that's an exaggeration.
Not really. You were an absolute pig when we went to Cornwall and stayed at that awful hotel. You hit me with a billiard cue.
Only very, very gently.
Oh, I loved you very much.
I loved you too. No, I can't touch you. Isn't that horrible?
Well, perhaps it's as well if I'm going to stay here for any length of time.
I suppose I shall wake up eventually. But I feel strangely peaceful now.
That's right. Put your head back.
Like that?
Can you feel anything?
Only a very little breeze through my hair.
Well, that's better than nothing.
I suppose if I'm really out of my mind, they'll put me in an asylum.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just relax.
Poor Ruth.
To hell with Ruth.
We hope you've enjoyed this armchair traveling we did in today's segment. Stay tuned for our third segment of scenes from award-winning shows in the coming weeks. Stage Center Productions is grateful for your patronage through the years and your continued support during this difficult time. If you wish to make a tax-deductible charitable donation, please visit stagecenterproductions.com and click on the Donate tab, or call Kathy at 416-299-5557. Thank you again for your support, and we'll see you soon.